Hello and welcome back to the Jobin Insider Series. Today we'll be covering one of the more actively requested features, which is CV parsing, but more specifically bulk CV parsing with some built-in LinkedIn and AI functionality. Let me cover it straight away. So for today's example, we're using an empty workgroup, so it's easier to essentially see the newly imported contacts, but essentially under sourcing, I can find the CV parsing import panel. The way it operates is I simply drag and drop a candidate's resume or CV, and this can be either in a standard Word document, it can be a standard text file, or even the actual standard classic PDF format. And this works in a multitude of ways. In my case, I directly just went to a LinkedIn profile and pressed export on the CV. And these are two, so I guess just to showcase the bulk aspect. So I add those in, and since these contain a LinkedIn URL, fully automatically and for free, it's able to essentially identify those LinkedIn URLs. It's now going to allow me to essentially select a tag so I can kind of group them. So I'll say I want everyone from this CV file to go over to my CV import tag over here. You can add your own tag so you can nicely segment everyone you're importing, and then yes, simply press assign and they get populated into your database. And on top of automatically attaching the CV, automatically these profiles are going to be updated. So just like that, refreshed, we've got one profile, and if I refresh, I'm going to have, the other, which is myself. But let me show you one of the neat tricks on how this works. So oftentimes, I guess one of the more time-consuming aspects in attaching CVs is that normally you have to go search for the name of the contact, find their profile, attach the CV. And I guess it's relatively fast, but still time consuming. So here I've got the CV with, the LinkedIn exported CV. But let's say that I didn't have the CV, but I have the contact. So let's go ahead and actually delete the CV. And we've got the contact from here without the CV. But we received the CV from an earlier occasion, like an email, or we have it in a folder. So if I go back to that CV import section, and we grab that same CV from earlier, I just add that in, and it will be able to identify the contact. Let's even say that I add a new tag, so we can verify that it's been nicely merged together. So I'm going to add the call as soon as possible tag, just as example, and assign. Now this is going to create this new profile, update it, and automatically, if I now press deduplicate, and we're going to probably have this run automatically for us, it's going to run a nice little database health check. And as soon as that finishes, it's already telling me to refresh. There we go, deduplicated automatically, and I can see that they have the CV import tag, the call as soon as possible tag, which is a new one we just gave it, and if I now were to open the profile, there it is, the CV is reattached on the profile. So imagine this is through a large database that you've got with lots of contacts, and you've got an entire folder of CVs. It's going to take a long time going and checking up each of those profiles, finding their contact, attaching the CV, and rinse and repeat. So thanks to these LinkedIn URLs or any identifiable material that can be used to uniquely identify the contact, Jobin can automatically deduce who the contact is and then automatically duplicate and merge them together. So this means that the bulk CV import can be used also to bulk attach the CVs to already existing contacts and not just for new fresh imports. But let me also showcase the AI CV import, and this can be mixed in with both LinkedIn related CVs and other CVs as well. So let's say I showcase one over here. I've got another example that I've got, let's say this one here, and I add this in, and let's call this let's call it business contact for lack of a better example. But I don't actually have to have add a tag. It's optional to add this since it's just for better tracking. But it's assigned this, and here's telling me that the contact is, like I said, doesn't have any LinkedIn URLs or other bonus information in it, but the AI can help cover that. So it's saying some files do not have LinkedIn URLs and will require ChatGPT query credits to be imported. Confirm if you want to proceed. This essentially uses the ChatGPT function that is in Jobin, and this runs a AI-based CV parsing that essentially fills in all the details on contact, and this, fills out the profile. So if I now press refresh, we've got the contacts, and this is a contact that I happen to have. Then there you go. Summary downloaded, CV downloaded, years of experience, various roles, education information, skills, and all that have automatically been parsed. And just like that, you can streamline CV imports for large lists of contacts or folders that you're, like you said, they've maybe left collecting the dust, and you don't have to worry about creating duplicates, since this CV, even without the LinkedIn URL, accordingly parses all the details like names, emails, and so on, and that can be used to uniquely identify the contact and deduplicate them together. Don't forget that if you have any questions or any specific use cases you want covered, join our Discord server and let us know. And see you in the next one.